It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the running back. Jukes his way for more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. An In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Under fire. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Finds a man all alone. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Lacy. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. That's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off play action on 1st down. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
The option look. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll play it safe and try for 3. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distance.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Quick completion to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll move the tight end. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Rebels have it with a first and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. Turning it on! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
With a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Simpson. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the air, it's Underwood. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Wants to throw it. A strike downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down, and set up a short yardage on second down. It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Now on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on second and goal. Motion from the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Underwood. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed behind the line, it's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Marsh. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Wide open downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Quarterback on the keeper. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
All right, let's get it. Right.
On the ground, it's Lacey. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Makes a connection. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. He'll toss it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The Wolverines are on the move. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. On this drive, they've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And now they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Lacy. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Lacy. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run it from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Lee. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Taylor has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This drive comes from the 14-yard line. fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Off play action. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Quarterback making adjustments. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.